Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Stacy's Closet. I know you guys, it's been a minute. You're right. I have really been busy. So I haven't really been able to jump on here and say too much of anything. Now, as far as my dress, it is from Amazon. My shoes, this is the shoes that I am wearing it with, are from Cato's. The earrings are a gift, you guys. So I don't know where they were given from, but they were a gift. And as you know, now my hair is just pinned up today. It is because it's hot, you guys. And I have been, listen, just sweating, okay? But so my hair is pulled up, but as you know, my nails are by lgirlznails. My hair is Lyric Locklear. You can look her up on Facebook. All of this information, you guys, are going to be in the description, okay? So now I'm going to jump right into it this morning because I'm not going to keep you for a long time because I got to go to church. But before I head out, I just wanted to jump on here and say, if you're here, that means you're here on purpose, which means you have purpose. Now, I want you to live your purposeful life to the best of your ability. Ride this thing till the wheels fall off, right? However, in the process of riding the wheels till it falls off, make sure that you're being loyal, right? That means that you have an alliance to them that you proclaim that you love. So this is not just about relationships as far as men and women, like marriages. It's all of that. It is friendship. It is relationship related as far as a man and a woman relate, just relationship period. How about that? But when you are loyal, like for me, I have a very strong sense of loyalty, right? And sometimes when someone is disloyal to me, it rocks me to my core. And that is because I know me. I know that I give unyielding and unwavering loyalty to them that I love, right? And so when someone that I love and they proclaim they love me shows me the actual opposite, betrays my loyalty, I'm left devastated because I don't know why we think this, but we automatically assume that if we're so loyal or we're so good to a person, that person is going to do the same thing for us. And that's not the case because they're not us. So they're not going to give the same level of loyalty. Same way with love. They're not going to give the same level of love that you might give. And guess what? You might be the one that's, on days, you might be the one that's only giving 49% and they're giving the 51%. And then, in other days it might be you. So, you're sometimes you switch up in in relationships as far as, your I think how much you love, but I don't think that your loyalty should be wavering. Like you should not have a day where you're like, oh, I'm only gonna give 50% of that. No, when it comes to loyalty, you give 100% of loyalty, which means you give 100% to your alliance with that person. That means if you hear somebody talking about me, because I'm gonna tell you, this is something that aggravates me. Don't come back and tell me, yeah, girl, she was talking about you. Okay, and what did you say? Because why did she feel comfortable enough to sit around and talk about you? What did you say? Did you stand up for me? Did you defend me? And a lot of times the answer is no. That's how they can come back and tell you. They done sat there and they done talk. And let me just tell you, you can pretty much believe that they were talking about you too, right? That's why that person felt comfortable talking about you with them. So, and over the years, I've had to learn that, just because a person is proclaiming that they love you and proclaiming loyalty to you, it is actually the opposite. It's not the case. They have no loyalty. They're not even loyal to themselves, okay? So how they going to give you loyalty, right? And when I talk about loyalty, I'm just talking about your allegiance and your alliance to people. that they can trust you. So if you're, if you're around, let's say their ops come in the building, you don't have to leave the building. However, that person should not feel comfortable enough to come and sit around and talk about you. That should not be the case. Because what should happen is this. Hold up, babe. Hold up. Because now if you're going to be talking about them, let me get them on the phone. Because whatever you need to say, you can say it to them. What we not getting ready to do is talk behind their back. Now we gonna make this. Y'all remember that three-way conference call? We gonna make this a three-way call. Cause see, what you not getting ready to sit around and talk about them. And I'm just gonna keep it 100. Depending on who it is, you come out your mouth talking crazy. Sometimes, God is not through with me yet. He's still working on me, okay? We still working on that part because, I still got a little hood up in there. But I'm just saying, like, they should not feel comfortable, though. They really shouldn't, to come and talk about somebody. And then the person, if you're supposed to be loyal to a person, if you're around here flirting or even actually entertaining being with someone else, come on, that you have no loyalty to anyone but yourself. It's all about making you feel good at that moment, right? Never do you ever stop to consider how your actions is going to affect the same person that you proclaim that you love. I'm not sure what kind of love you got, but I don't want that kind of love. I don't need that kind of love. I don't need that kind of love that my feelings don't matter. If I'm out of sight, out of mind, I don't want or need that type of love. I want someone who genuinely loves me, who genuinely is loyal to me. Now, loyalty and trust does go hand in hand. However, sometimes a person, because they've been hurt so many times, you can actually be giving them loyalty, but they just don't trust you because at that moment, they don't trust anyone. And if that is the case, then, and if that's you, if that's who you are, if you're unable to trust anyone, I actually think you need to go and get healed. Okay? Go and get yourself healed. Sit yourself down somewhere. Do not enter into a relationship. And if you are already in one, what you need to do is you need to tell that person, I got some work I need to do. Now, if they love you and they want to be there with you and support you through your working to getting yourself healed and better, listen, hold on to that person. That's a true sign of loyalty, okay? And it shows how much they love you. So, but again, we have to also recognize when we're, listen, we're just messed up. We don't trust anybody. And this whole idea, this is something that literally irritates me. It actually pisses me off, actually, when I hear people say, men ain't nothing but dogs. All these men out here ain't no good. They ain't about nothing. Can you please shut your mouth? You are throwing a whole blanket over all men and saying that all of them are just, you hadn't even met all of them. What you need to say is, no, all the ones that you know aren't loyal, have no trust factor. That's an issue that you need to address and deal with, because guess what? Not all men are dogs. Not all men are running around here trying to, add another, notch to their belt. Not all of them are doing that. And that's just like women. Men, stop with this whole thing about women ain't nothing but gold diggers, because half y'all that's saying that have no gold to dig. So what exactly is she digging? Because you ain't got none. You running around here talking about, oh, yeah, she ain't nothing but a gold digger. Baby, you don't have no gold. How you going to say she a gold digger and she actually bringing home more than you? She bringing home the bacon and can fry it up in the pan. And it's her pan, okay? And her kitchen, her stove, and her table. So what exactly? But you steady right here hollering, they ain't nothing but a bunch of gold diggers. You don't have no gold, baby. Go get some. Go pull yourself up. Okay, get yourself together and actually go get you some gold. And trust me, on the way to getting you some gold, I want you to understand you also need to stop by a therapist and a counselor's office and actually talk to them, because guess what? There's some other things that's going on with you that you have such a negative thought process against women or men. But this whole idea that men are all dogs, women are all gold diggers, we can't be trusted, that's some issues that you got going on. I'm gonna need you to go get those fixed, okay? And again, go get you some gold for her to dig. Okay, let's just clear that up. Now, I truly and truly want to also talk about when you have unresolved toxicity in your life. That's you. I'm not talking about your mate. I'm talking about you. If there's still some unresolved toxicity, and a lot of times that comes from your childhood coming up. Again, none of us are perfect. So because we're not perfect, our parents weren't perfect. And neither were we. And we still aren't. Just like our children aren't perfect. Accept it. Okay? And let's move on. Love covers a multitude of sin. So come on, love that person regardless. But you do need to, if you still got that toxicity in you, you need to go talk to someone and work through that. Get the churchy moment. Get delivered from that so that you can actually have a healthy relationship, okay? A healthy partnership, a healthy love. Okay, so you need to get those. Y'all need to get, if you got some unresolved. I'm gonna speak for me because I did. I had some unresolved mother issues, unresolved father issues that I never even, honestly, I never acknowledged that I had any father issues. I'm just gonna be 100. I really didn't think that I was missing out on anything because I had a very wonderful foster parents when I was a lot younger, Mama Grace and Pawpaw, and they honestly they carried me up. We would go back and visit. I remember staying the summer there, and again, Pawpaw showed me what a real man is and what a real man is supposed to do. Mama Grace showed me about being a woman, being a wife, being a friend, all of that stuff. She also showed me what it meant to be loyal, because I'm gonna tell you something. Mama Grace she was a firecracker now, but I'm gonna tell you, you wasn't getting ready to come around Mama Grace and talk about her people. Like, you wasn't gonna do that now, because if she loved you, you wasn't getting ready to sit around and talk about her folk like that, because she gonna get you. She gonna set you straight, okay? So again, I didn't think I had any of those issues. And then as I began to get older, I realized I actually do, which meant that I chose relationships that were unhealthy, right? And then because I have such a strong loyalty in me that I felt like, okay, they're going to be loyal to me because I'm loyal to them. And when that didn't happen, then it left me hurt and upset and confused. And then I finally, because God began to deal with me, and guess what? He delivered me from that. I don't have an unhealthy thought process of perfect parents and everybody is, they're out to get you. No. Sometimes we make mistakes in the choosing of the partners that we choose to be with. We make mistakes on the friendships that we choose to enter into. Our friendships sometimes, because I'm going to tell you something. Some of that stuff, y'all, they show you red flags. If they sitting around talking about everybody, but then you see them grinning and skinning in that person's face, you already know what they're about. They fake, and they're going to talk about you too. Okay, that is what it is. So I really just wanted to get on here and talk about loyalty. And I also wanted to just say this. I'm going to give a huge shout out. I would say a new nephew. He is new, but he's just grown. And we didn't know anything about him. He didn't know about us. He found us on Ancestry.com. Come on. But his girlfriend and her family, they're the ones that actually pushed him to find us and also to get on Ancestry. So I wanted to give a really big shout out and a thank you to Angelique and my nephew D. I wanted to give a huge shout out, and I just wanted to say that to me is love. That to me is loyalty. When a person is saying, I want you to, I want you to be whole. I want you to be happy. And I don't want you to have missing pieces. And if there's a part of you that's missing and I can help, I'm gonna help. That is love. So I really want to give a shout out to her. And that's also another sign of loyalty, because of her loyalty and love for my nephew. They encouraged him, they supported him, and they're still encouraging and they're still supporting him throughout this entire process. Because again, it's no secret, and I ain't getting ready to keep none now. My family is and was dysfunctional, right? And so guess what? We had some dysfunction. We still got some dysfunction. But God is still good. And I believe he will still work it out. Okay, so I'm not even going to worry about that. But I thank God for the additional blessing that he brought to us, which is our nephew. So again, I want to thank you for bringing him to us. And so now I'm getting ready to jump out of here, you guys, because I got to go to church. But I just want you to remember that if you woke up this morning, right? If he gave you breath in your body this morning, you know what he did? He gave you a chance and a choice. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a chance on literally being loyal and trustworthy. Take a chance on that. Choose loyalty and trust out of disservice and disloyalty. Okay? That's what I want to say to you. And if nobody else has told you today, I want to be the first to say, I love you, I love you, I do. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. So again, now, I also want to just say this too. Vote like a black woman, which means you're going to vote for the community. You might not agree with every single one of Kamala Harris's and Walsh's. You might not believe in all of their policies or whatever, but it is far better than Trump. So again, vote like a black woman. Vote for your community, not just yourself. Again, till next time, I love you, I do, and there is nothing you can do about it. Take care.